Hello, everybody. Back in black as usual. I decided not to show myself, so I'm gonna be talking through a black screen. I know it's weird, but hey, that's how I thrive. That's how I shine. That's how I get into rare form here while making videos. Um, I just want to make a shout out to a subscriber of mine. His name is Captain Brandon Whore Lover. Yeah. Hey man, hey, thanks for subscribing to my channel. And yeah, you said that the North American continent is crumbling and falling. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Well, yeah, I agree with you on that. And yeah, yeah, Canada's no better, and I don't know about Mexico. Actually, I've been to Mexico, um, with my mom and my dad. Um, yeah, yeah. I went to Tijuana with them, and we got in this taxi, and this taxi driver was nuts. He was like driving real fast, like nearly like hitting everybody, and he was like saying something in Spanish. Uh, yeah, it's really bad there. Mexico's a different story, and I also been to Canada. Um, Went to Victoria. Yeah, I think I said this in a previous video. It's real. Victoria is a very beautiful city. It is. Um, saw those British Columbia Parliament buildings, and the Expressa Hotel. It's a hotel that's like have weeds like growing all over it. Really, it's really neat. It's a really neat city. Um, Very British because because you know, Canada was part of the British Empire. It's also part of the Commonwealth of Nations that was once part of the British Empire. But overall, and overall, Canada's no better than the U.S. Actually, I watched a YouTube video um from a channel. This channel shut down now. This channel's gone. It's called Exposed Toronto, and I saw the most craziest, the most goofiest thing that I've ever seen. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. One video, there was this guy from South America. He's from French Guiana, and French Guiana is part of France. It's an overseas collectively or overseas department. Yeah, but overall, it's part of France, and it's in South America. Okay, he goes to this place called Queen's Park in Toronto. Yeah, Toronto, the capital of the Canadian province of Ontario. Okay, he was walking and filming with his mobile phone. Well, it has a camera on it, and he came across this sign in Queens Park, and it read consent. And while he was walking, and he came across a woman interviewing another woman. The woman, okay, this woman, she was wearing a yellow top and a short skirt. She was a news reporter, and she was interviewing this old woman. I don't know what her name is. I think she was some politician in Toronto. I don't know. And the guy was just filming, like he was just minding his business, like he was just a tourist. And all of a sudden, the news reporter and the woman she was interviewing, just interviewing her, the woman who was interviewed, yeah, the old woman that was interviewed by the reporter. They turned and they turned and looked at the guy, and they said it, why you here or something like that. He said, I'm just a tourist. And she said, are you with Roosh V? And he said, I don't know this Roosh V character. I don't know who he is. No, it's Roosh V. Yeah. He's this guy on YouTube. Yeah, that guy's a prick. I mean, yeah, he was treated like crap in Canada, but well, I'll get to him later. Um, she, okay, they were just badgering this, just messing with this guy, saying that, oh, I think the reporter said, oh, you're with Roosh V. I mean, if I go check your YouTube channel, this is what the reporter said. If I check your YouTube channel, and if you post this video on your YouTube channel, I'm gonna report you to the authorities or something like that. And yeah, and these people were just harassing them and harassing him, and the reporter said that he was harassing her and he wasn't doing anything to her. Crazy. And you got this cameraman, he pulls out a camera and start taking pictures of him. Then another guy, like he had like long curly hair. He had a camera, like, yeah, I forgot this, like when the South American man came across the consent banner in Queens Park. He blocked the guy from filming, and the South American man told him, hey, can you move out of the way, bro, you're in my way. And he just backed off. Okay, the woman starts harassing the poor South American man, saying, oh, you're harassing us, and you're being weird to us. And she kept saying, like, why are you here, I'm a tourist. And she said to him, like, we just do the touristy thing and go get something at the souvenir shop or something like that. It's just, yeah. And all of a sudden the cops came and confronts the guy like he did something. He didn't do anything. And he was just pleading this case to the cop. The cop didn't want to hear it. And said that if you harass these people again, and you're gonna be arrested. And there were bicycle cops, and they just went away. Like, it's just crazy. Then I saw another YouTube video. This was weird. The South American man filmed a girl hugging a tree. She was hugging a tree. And the South American guy said, oh, that is just weird. Then I saw another video. There was another guy, like he was in Montreal, filming all these girls at this feminist rally. Then all of a sudden, some old woman's voice says this, why are you recording us? And he said, this is a free country. And she pushed him and shoved him away. So you got to get the fuck away from us. You got to get the fuck away from us. Then I heard some singing. And there was this big feminist protest. It was just nonsense. Then I saw another video. This is a video of Roosh V. He was in Montreal. He was sitting at a table drinking beer. And some woman named Lisa Lavaray, a student at Concordia University, she took some beer and poured it all over the guy. Poured it all over Roosh V, and Roosh V had to get away, and all these crazy women and all these crazy men were following him, yelling and shouting at him and chanting his name. And one of the women said, eat my cunt, fuck you. And Roosh V had a bodyguard with him. Yeah, this is coming out of Canada. Then I saw another YouTube video of some crazy fat, overweight, ugly bitch with bright red hair. She calls herself Chanty Biggs or something. okay, this is what okay, she had her friends with her, and I see in this video, okay, there was a male seminar at the University of Toronto. There was just some singing and screaming and like MRA, boom, boom, MRA, something like this. And the cameraman went outside the auditorium where the seminar was held at, and he showed the cameraman went and filmed Chanty Biggs and her friends screaming and singing. Chanty Biggs was just standing doing nothing. Her friends were jumping and singing and screaming, and one of them pulled a fire alarm, I guess, to stop the male seminar. Then in another video, Chanty Biggs was like talking about feminists and folding clothes and women being good caregivers and all this crap, and she didn't care about male suicide, and she sung a song by Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River. Yeah, this is coming out of Canada. Yeah, I mean, Canada's no better, just as worse as the US. I mean, I know this country's shitty, but Canada's even worse. Beautiful country, just bad. I mean, well, I can't say like all Canadians are bad. Like I know some Canadians probably gonna come across this video. They probably not gonna comment and set me straight about their country. So yeah, I'm not worrying about it. You know, they're sane people and they don't get angry at all. They don't get upset, and that's a good thing. But anyway, yeah, it's no better. I mean, it's no better than the U.S. And speaking, well, let's head across the south of the border back into this country, and I just heard about a shooting in Thousand Oaks, California. Some guy who was in the military went to this concert held at some club, a country music concert held at some club, and he went and just opened fire and killed some people, and I think a police officer was shot as well. I mean, he worked for the cop that he shot worked for the Ventura County Sheriff's Office, and he left behind a wife and some kids, and he was like 29 years old, and and he was close to retirement. I mean, that's just sad. I mean, these shootings happen all the time, like bigots and people with political reasons, and this is and these shootings also happen because some guy couldn't meet a woman, and some woman wasn't interested in him, and the women weren't interested in him, and he couldn't make friends, and so he lost it and got a gun and just shot him, just shoot people. I guess that's what this guy's motive was. Yeah, I mean, and these shootings, like, they're just normal all the time. They're just normal, like people, like people in this country are just used to it. Like a lot of them don't care. I think I made a YouTube video about the shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, and I talked about the Columbine shooting in the video, and some girl named Amber TD Over, whatever her name is, and she told me that the Columbine massacre at Columbine High School in Colorado happened in 1999. And okay, she had I looked at her thumbnail. She was just like frozen. Like, she had this little house on the prairie outfit, the pigtails and the outfit, and she had this cold look on her face, like she didn't smile or anything. I don't want to talk about American women. I heard Winston Wu point this out that women, women in America, they don't giggle and blush if you tell them that they're pretty or they're beautiful. Well, beautiful and pretty are the same thing. I mean, if you tell them that they're beautiful and they look really nice, I mean, they don't giggle and blush. They don't take it as a compliment. Some don't say anything. Some don't say anything. Some just had this cold look on their face, and some just look at you and say that, oh, you're a creep. Get away from me. This is from Winston Wu. He's saying this, and it's true. I mean, I remember in the past that I compliment women on their looks and the clothes that they wear, and they don't appreciate it. They don't smile or anything. Like some do, but some don't. I mean, some just look at you as creepy and weird. Some think you're creepy and weird. I'm not a creep and I'm not a weirdo. I'm just gonna let you know, like, and I just, I have, I'm not that very good at talking to women, but I'll work on that, yeah, the women are just, the women are, they're not feminine and down to earth and sweet and here they're not. You know, most of them are, yeah, you got the pretty good looking ones that think they're too good for you. Then you got the ones that who are fat and overweight, who just look like complete and utter garbage. You got ones with the foul mouths. They're like I remember this girl that I worked with. Her name was Rebecca. And I was trying to like talk to her, trying to form a friendship with her, and she had this angry look on her face. Okay, I talked to her, I said hi to her every day, and she was angry, had this angry look on her face, like she just didn't give a shit, you know. And I remember I went outside to collect some shopping carts. It was raining, and I stepped in some water, and I brought some shopping carts in. And this is what she said to me, like, she wouldn't say a word to me. She wouldn't smile or talk to me or anything. And she had the nerve to say this to me. Are you having fun? I said, I'm just doing my job. She said, we were out there watching you. I remember I gave her a lollipop. You know what she did with that lollipop? She threw it in the trash can. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, And I remember I said this in a comment on a video. Some guy named Prince Alora, wherever his name is. And I left a comment talking about like what I went through in tech here in Texas, in college and in life, People treat me like shit and all that. And I received a comment from Catherine's Adventure Channel. Some bitch in Galveston, Texas, and she put in all capital letters and she said, fuck you. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know nothing about me and my family. And it's like this everywhere in America. And that made me angry. I lost it and I just said a lot of things, comment on her videos, and I didn't get a comment from her at all. I went to her channel, left some angry comments on one of her videos. One of her videos is like just she was showing some dogs, dogs playing, and it's weird. Like women like her, like people like her, like they like dogs. They care more about their dogs than an actual human being. I mean, that is just weird to me, really weird. And I read the comments left by people on her channel, and they said, "Oh, these are nice dogs," or something like that. And she left a like a weird comment saying that like it was weird, like it was like not much, like it was like it was a very bizarre, like strange little comment, just few words, and that's about it. And it just shows that like just how messed up and sick in the head like people here in America really are. You know, you know, and I watched Winston Wu's videos on his YouTube channel. It showed him like going to an amusement park in Russia with this beautiful Russian woman. She was just beautiful, very beautiful, and she was trying on a pink New York princess hat. And Winston tried it on. It was kind of funny, and it showed Winston like having a good time with the woman. The woman, she was sweet. She was easy to be around. Way better than these crappy women that I've been dealing with here in America. And yeah. And also, I saw another video of him at a party with people, and he was like talking to some people. This is in Russia. He was talking to some people. Then I saw them slow dancing with a taxi driver. It was a woman, and I said, "Wow." I mean, I wish I was there. I mean, I wish I was Winston. I wish I was that guy. Yeah, I mean, it. It made me feel like sad and alone inside. Like, I mean, I wish I was there. I wish I was around women like that. And it's not the case. Like, I'm just dealing with just pure garbage in this of women in this country. Yeah. I need to go overseas. And yeah, I saw all these shrinks and gotta take some. At the one of them subscribed me to some pills, and I told one of them about Winston Wu's YouTube channel, and he didn't even read he didn't read everything that he talked about. And my dad looked at him and said that, oh, he's a terrorist. And my dad talked to me about freedom and how bad it is in other countries, and people wish they were here in America. We're free and we talk a lot because we're free and rich and all this garbage. If my dad had the patience to look at Winston Wu's channel, like he'll see this guy's not a terrorist. I'm sick of this freedom stuff. Like, I don't feel free in this country. I don't. I don't feel free here. My dad yelling his head off at me, telling me where to park my car, and saying I'm wasting my time in this parking lot. It's full. I'm going in this shitty hospital just to see a bunch of shrinks because he felt that, oh, I got a problem and I feel out of place and I talk to myself. My my dad is messed up in the head, and so my sister. I mean, my sister. I mean, I was watching actually I was listening to a guy named on YouTube. What is his name? I'm trying to figure out what his name is. What is his name? Faded Holy Soldier. Yeah, he talked about 19 reasons why Walmart sucks. And my sister just, I was in my room. I mean, I had a I had my Samsung Galaxy 3 Android Internet tablet plugged into the auxiliary input jack of my Wood Music Center. Actually, it's a Wood Music Center. It's actually it has a turntable, a CD recorder slash CD player, a cassette player, a AM/FM radio, and an auxiliary input jack to it. And yeah, you can record music from a vinyl record and music from an audio cassette, a cassette to a CD. I mean, yeah, yeah, and yeah, I had it plugged in. Like I had myself a real radio station out of that, and I was listening to him talk about how bad Walmart is. My sister came in my room and told me turn the volume down. I turned the volume down. It was low, and she told me to turn it down again. So I turned it down again. Then she told me to turn it down yet again. It was low enough like you could barely hear. Like I turned it down like the first two times, you could barely hear it. And she comes preaching. She preaches to me about um, that guy. He just preaches hate, and he like she's telling me that he gonna make me go out and commit mass shootings and all. He's full of hate. Walmart is not a bad place. It's a good place. There's nothing bad about Walmart. We all shop there, and we have freedom. And this guy, and we have freedom, so this idiot can say what he wants to say. And I just ignored her, and she just went on and on. If I try to talk to her, it's just gonna just snowball into an argument. My sister's fat, ugly, messed up in the head because she's on different types of medication. A lot of medication. She is loaded with all this medication. She's like acting weird and snapping at me for no reason. And yeah, I didn't bother like saying anything to her. Well, I did something to her that make me see a shrink, because she just brought out the worst in me. I mean, I don't want to talk about that. So she preached and preached about freedom and all this garbage, all this nonsense. I just ignored her. And she finally said what she said and she left. Yeah. It was an old video from Faded Holy Soldier. Like, I watched it on a computer like a long time ago. It was an old video, but it was a good video. And she doesn't know anything about Walmart. And I worked there. Walmart's a terrible place to work. I mean, the managers, like these managers and departments, they don't care anything about you. They work you like a dog. You get paid less, and you get like a 15 or 50 cent raise. And my sister doesn't know how bad Walmart is. She doesn't know. All she knows is she just goes there and shops there and get wherever she wants. And yeah, get this, like she buys a lot of stuff, a lot of junk she really doesn't need, and she buys all these purses, and she does nothing with these purses. I mean, I remember she bought a purse at this store at this mall in France, and she took the purse back home and just threw it in the closet and didn't bother using it. I mean, it's a waste of money, and it just doesn't make any sense. And I didn't spend that much money. I just bought a few souvenirs and countries like Belgium and Germany and Norway and France. I didn't spend that much money. Like, I didn't spend all my euros, really, barely. And yeah, just want to just make this video. I mean, yeah, I just want to make this video, and yeah, um, Captain Brandon, horror lover. I mean, hey, thanks, man. Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hey, how we met. Hey, you accidentally sent me a comment. I mean, you accidentally sent me a comment on my notification. I mean, I guess you were gonna gonna send a comment to this guy from Canada. Forgot what his username is. I mean, yeah. And he talked about Canada's no better and all. And yeah, Canada's is just as worse as the U.S. I mean, yeah. And yeah, every westernized country is just as worse, really. Um, I've been in the UK, the United Kingdom, but yeah, I remember my dad asked this police officer, this cop at Heathrow in London, where the buses were, and he just turned around and just walked away and ignored him. Yeah, I didn't know what that was all about. That was kind of odd. And yeah, I remember riding this bus from Heathrow to the cruise ship in Southampton, England. This bus sounded really weird. And I remember doing an impression of this bus. I don't remember how to do it. Let me see. I can remember how to do this. I mean, this is how the bus sound. Oh my god! It was a funny bus, and it was a funny sounding bus. It sounded weird, and I know it's like, they drive on the left side of the road, and it wasn't weird. It was fascinating, really, like driving on the other side of the road, like on the wrong side of the road, the left hand side. And my sister complained about it took us a long time to get there. Like, I thought we'd never get there. It took us so long. Very funny, very funny. I mean, yeah. It also did this. This was something funny in France. I mean, I was standing at this hamburger stand in a town called La Haye, France. It's the gateway to Paris. And me and this guy, he he was this bald headed guy. He had some tattoos, and some homeless guy come walking by saying something in French. He come walking by, but walking by like and he walked away saying something in French, and me and this guy, like, we looked the other way. Then he looked at me and I looked at him, and he did this thing telling me that this hand sign thing telling me that he was nuts. And I did this thing back that he did back to me, and he shook his head and said yes. That was funny. That was real funny. And yeah, I told my dad about this, and my dad, as he is, he tells me, oh, you got to be careful saying these doing those hand gestures because you might insult someone over there. And I said, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah, so yeah, yeah, had a good time overseas. You know, kind of got yeah, I felt better being over there. Be on a cruise ship sailing to these different countries. I felt a lot better. I didn't socialize with a lot of people. Yeah, I talked to some people there. I went to this place on the ship where you exchange American money into euros. And it was this young guy at the desk, and he wanted to talk to me. He told me about the people that he worked at the stand and all. You know, and you don't get that, here in America. Really, you don't. You don't get this in this matrix bubble. You don't get that here. Also, I remember I was in Canada. I went to this souvenir shop, and I bought this bright red Canada hoodie. Yeah, this is in Victoria on Vancouver Island, and this old lady there told me that I look good in red. Yeah. Yeah, but well, she's probably one of the yeah, that's this is my iPod Touch. It's a fourth generation Apple iPod Touch. Yeah, it's outdated, but yeah, I just use it to surf the web. Thinking about putting some music on this thing. I don't know if I don't know if it will download like music if I get an iTunes card. I don't know. It's real old. It probably won't like handle like all the all the new the iOS apps and stuff that not iOS. Well, it doesn't get iOS updates anymore. They've been discontinued around like 2013, 2014. Yeah. Actually, my sister gave it to me. Yeah, she went and bought a fifth generation Apple iPod Touch and just gave that one to me. So basically, it's a hand me down. Actually, she lied to me. She said she's gonna buy me a brand new iPod Touch, an Apple iPod Touch. This is what she did. She went and bought a brand new Apple iPod Touch, a fifth generation, not the sixth generation, not the current generation, the fifth generation with the iPod loop button on it. And she gave me the iPod Touch that I have right now. So she lied to me, yeah. Yeah, she always lies and stab you in the back. She always does that. Yeah. Always. And I just get mad about it. Well, I don't get mad about it anymore. But you know what? People like her, they're going to get what's coming to them in the near future. You better believe it. Yeah, that goes for all these shitty women here in America. Like not all women are bad here in America. There's some good ones out there, but yeah. Also, I remember I watched a YouTube video from what's his name Tyrone Magnus, and he watched a video from Elliot Rogers. Yeah, the guy that lost it and starts killing a lot of people in Santa Barbara and killed himself. And this guy, and yeah, Elliot Rogers, he was suffering inside because, well, he couldn't find a woman and he couldn't get a date out of these women. These women were ignoring him. And Tyrone Magnus, he just ripped this guy, just trashed this poor guy. And saying that, oh my God, don't make videos like this, guy. If you complain about you can't find a woman, don't make videos like this. And he said that if I was his friend, I would tell him this and that. I'm saying to myself, if this guy didn't do what he did, and if yeah, I mean, you wouldn't give a damn about him. I mean, you ignore him. You ignore him like you ignore him like he doesn't exist. I mean, he'll be. I mean, if you were in a room with this guy, you would completely ignore him. You would. You ignore him. You wouldn't care. You'd be like in that. He'll be like in the setting of Winston Wu showing a picture of people on a ferry in Seattle, Washington, ignoring everybody, and no one get up and talk and socialize, just sitting. Everybody just ignore each other like they don't exist. And I looked at that picture. That picture was, to me, it was weird. It was weird. Yeah, I heard about this Seattle freeze thing. Yeah. I've been to Seattle. I have. I've been to Washington State. I've been to Seattle. Yeah, I went there to get on a cruise ship to sail to Alaska and Canada with my with my mom, dad, and sister. Yeah, yeah, and the people on that ship. Some of them were friendly. They were just cute. They were just cute girl. She was cute girl. Was woman actually was with She was dressed up in a nice dress. She looked gorgeous, like she was with this guy that she was dating with. And she said something to me, and I just ignored her. It's a fact because I was just I'm here in Texas, and I've just been tormented. And I lived in Texas like all my life, and it just destroyed me here. Like, yeah, I just couldn't talk to her. Like, I should have just complimented her on how she looked. She just looked gorgeous. Her hair was in a French braid. She just looked beautiful. I mean, really. And yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was on this cruise ship. It was a wimpy, crappy ship, and yeah. Also, I met this old guy there. Like he was from Virginia. Him and his wife. I mean, the old guy from Virginia, he was pretty cool. Like he talked about women in bikinis, and I heard that. I was like, my eyes just got big, and he said, "Oh, I kind of interest Richard here." Well, I was sitting at me and my dad was sitting at the table with him and his wife. He was a cool guy. He was really cool. And I ran into him on the ship again. I ran into him again. He said hi to me, and I saw him on this public access television. He was doing some thing with his wife. Saw him on TV. Yeah. I also met a woman from Africa, and she was a waiter. And I talked to her, and she heard how I was talking, and she said, "You got an accent. Where you from?" And I told her I was from the States. Really. I was talking, and then I try to think of what to say, and she trying to rush me into saying something. Yeah, I didn't know what that was all about, but that was kind of rude. Yeah, yeah. I just want to make this video. Yeah. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna say this again to Captain Brandon Horror Lover. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you told me that you're gonna shut your YouTube channel down and your comments will disappear because you say you want to go and lose some weight, exercise. Hey, go ahead and do that, man. Get into shape like I did. Like I started exercising about around like about the beginning of 2018. Like back in 2017 when I was on a cruise ship in Northern Europe. The ship I was on in Northern Europe was Independence of the Seas, and I was kind of chunky and like out of shape. You know, if I exercise before going on that cruise, I'll be in tip top shape. I'll be physically fit like I am right now. And yeah, I'm going back to like I'm eating a lot of crap, and I hardly ever exercise. So I'm going to exercise again. I'm going to stay in shape. Yeah, I am. Uh, yeah, I can't say the same about myself when I get older. I think that's another story about that. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, thank you for watching this video, and this goes out to Winston Wu. Winston, thank you thank you for the videos that you made. I mean, your videos just set me straight about how America is, and I want to thank you again on that if you come across this video. Yeah, I mean, you and going overseas just changed me. I mean, I'm viewing this country in a different way now. I mean, I feel more like a European than an American. I mean, yeah. Also, got my parents into thinking that I'm nut. I also got my dad into thinking that I got a problem, and he's taking me to all these shrinks. Like, saw all these old farts. You know, I talked to one of them. Like, one of them like they couldn't he couldn't barely hear, and one of them was nuts. Subscribing me to these green pills and to have me take these green pills to make me making me cope with I think I said this in another video, make me cope with me being paranoid, thinking that everybody is the same, everybody's bad, there's no good out there. And I took those pills and I got them at, yeah, he made me pick them up at the pharmacy. I took those pills and I just threw them in the trash can. Cause yeah, I heard if I take these pills, they're gonna make me feel drowsy, but these pills gonna make me feel better and cope with like how people are here in this country. And it's all bullshit. It's a joke, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I hope things get better for me. I hope they do. I hope they do. And oh yeah, and I saw a YouTube video of saw some YouTube videos of Doc G on his channel called Damn This Place '07. I subscribed to him, and he served in the military, and I saw him. He was in Brazil. He had a great time. He made a video called Recap of his trip to Brazil, and he talked about how amazing the women are, how amazing the food is there, and he bashed the women in this country. Also, he said that some of the women that look good he gave him a 4 out of 10 rating, and he said that the women here don't pay him any attention. And yeah, I get that too. Like the women don't pay me any attention here, and he said the women. He said the women. He said he met some women. He met some woman in Brazil who was a university teacher, and Dog G, he's a teacher himself. When I heard he was a teacher, I was shocked. I said, "Wow, a teacher. He's a teacher. That's good. Maybe I can learn some things from him." Yeah, I like Doc G. He's a cool guy. He is. Yeah, but yeah, don't want to get on his bad side. I don't want to do that. I mean, cause I'm reading on some videos. He said, "I'm from the hood. I'm from Southwest Atlanta. I'll fuck you up." I mean, I heard that. I said, I don't want to mess. I don't want to get on this guy's bad side. But yeah. And I sent some comments to his videos, and I told him, hey man, be strong, be cool, don't let the crap in America get to you. And he sent me a love thing on my comments on one of his videos, and I appreciate that. Hey Doc G, hey, I appreciate that, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let these people don't let these messed up people in this country, this matrix of a country, get to you. Yeah, I subscribe to him. I subscribe to Happier Abroad, Winston Wu's channel. And yeah. So yeah. And also I read a comment from Doc G on one of his videos saying that when he was in the Philippines, he had to fight these women off who was after him, who liked them and want to be with him. And he said he had to fight them off. Like, wow. I think I said this in the video. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think this video I'm on, this video I'm making has gone on long enough. I just want to show something before I end this video. Hold on a second. I'm on. Man, it's iPod Touch is kind of slow. I want to show you this. You can see this. Hold up. Can, yeah, you can see that. This is a screenshot of a video from Nat's Life, Netflix and Chill Cheating Prank. And this is a black guy and his girlfriend. This is his girlfriend right there. She is hot. Look at her. Wow. She looked good. I don't know, you can see this. It's kind of blurry. But she just looked amazing. But she's kind of shitty though. I mean, her attitude, how she act, like she's not down to earth. Like it's like a cheating prank and all. Yeah, I mean, when I saw her got in the bed, like when the guy like showed her booty and all, oh my god, like wow, man, she was hot, but she just had a shitty attitude. Like, yeah, I think she doesn't want me. Yeah. Anyway, just want to show you this. Yeah, I like women. Guilty. Oh yeah, yeah. If you like the video, like the video. If you hate the video, you know what to do. Just dislike it. I don't care. I don't care. And leave a comment and subscribe. Oh yeah, hey, you can check out my video that I made with that I made a response to Jordan Killington. He's an idiot. And yeah, he sent me a comment saying that universal health care in America won't work, and doctors will get paid lower at the spectrum, and doctors get paid less, and they'll go out, they'll lose their jobs, and and they'll find another line of work and all this garbage. He's just some Republican goofball, really. Yeah. I sent him a video response, and he watched it and he disliked it. He left a dislike on it. So if you want to watch this video, go ahead and watch it. If you're not into this, yeah, I understand, but if you want to check it out, go ahead. It's called Universal Healthcare Response to Jordan Killington. I know you guys probably won't be interested in this video. If you are, go ahead and check it out. I'm not into politics or anything. I just voted for Beto O'Rourke, wherever his name is. I'm in Texas, and I had to show voter ID to vote. And I went to vote at this place, and the woman who asked for my voter's ID, she was this real old lady, and she talked weird and she acted weird. Yeah. Yes. Some of the people here are just weird. They are crazy and weird. Not all of them. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't want to live in this piece of shit state anymore anyway, but I'm stuck here. I mean, this state is garbage. It is. It's pure garbage. I rather, I rather live in Russia with all this crime and shit. Well, I'm sorry, yeah, scratch that. Yeah, well, Russia is a fun country. Yeah, Winston Wu says that it's a very fun country, but he said the downside of it is it has a very high crime rate. And in one video, he got his camera stolen. and I think the police went and recovered his stolen camera and arrested the thieves that stole his camera. And yeah, you know, yeah, a lot of countries have had problems, but they're not matrix like or in the extreme like the US is. Hey, if you want to prove me wrong, if you want to say that I'm wrong on this, go right ahead. I mean, I really don't know how these other countries are. Like, the UK has problems as well. They has like all countries have problems. All countries are not perfect, but but when it comes to quality of life and socializing, they eclipse America. They do, but the Scandinavian countries, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, they're kind of cold and antisocial. I think, you know, um, I just want to stay away from a country that's like America. I want to talk to people. I want to socialize with someone. And oh yeah, just one more thing. I remember I was at the grocery store and I went to get in my car. Uh, I this old guy liked my car. It's a 2017 Chevrolet Impala 1LS black. And he looked at my car. So, ooh, that's a nice car. He had a Chevrolet Impala, a older one, a ninth generation Chevrolet Impala. He said, ooh, that's nice. I mean, I want to look at your car. I know it's weird, but I want to look at. But I want to look at. Well, yeah, I don't want to say this like it wasn't weird. He was just interested in my car. He liked my car. He was an old guy, old, and he said, "Does it have a backup camera on it?" I said, "No, no, it doesn't. I mean, it's not a fully loaded Impala. It's not." And I looked at his car and I said, "You know what? Hey, that car you got, I used to have a car like that." And he said, "Really?" I said, "Yes." Yeah, he had a Chevrolet Impala, like about, I think it was like a 2006 or 2007 Model One. I had a 2007 Chevrolet Impala LT. I used to have a car like that. I did. But anyway, nah, I know some of you are not interested in cars, but yeah, I'm a car guy. But yeah. And Winston Wu, he pointed this out. He said like, he said people get cars in America just to impress the neighbors. I didn't get a car just to impress someone. I just liked it. Really, I just liked the car. I didn't get impressed. I didn't get it just to impress people. I didn't do that. And then he also said, I mean, it's good for you if you ride the bus and socialize with people than to be isolated in a car, and that's good, and that's true. So anyway, just want to yeah, I want to finally end this video. Just want to say this before, so I'm going to end this video by saying this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.